Grand Final day is approaching, and the Clive Churchill Medal is always a contentious topic and a great point to whack a little sugary bet on, see if you can pick the winner before the game starts. We're going to try and figure out some good value in this little podcast episode or little video here on the bets.com.au channel. In the description, you're going to find a heap of links. So you're going to find the betting preview, you're going to find the try scorer preview, the game preview, and the big deep dive we did with Joel from League of Ventures. Heaps of content around this NRL Grand Final here at bets.com.au. And jump on these links over to the site. You're going to get the best odds for these different markets. Also, a heap of good previews for Australian bookmakers, promo codes galore. Check it all out over there at bets.com.au. Heaps of links in the description. Let's look at first award history and trends. 8 of the last 12 winners have been halves, so 5'8" or halfback. Only 3 forwards in the last 20 years: Luke Lewis, Craig Fitzgibbon, and Sean Berrigan. I don't know if actually, that might. I know Sean Berrigan was the last hooker to win. That was a long time ago. Second rowers and props haven't featured historically a lot in the last kind of 20, 30 years. Fullbacks, halfbacks, 5'8" have been the most prolific takers of this medal. And only 2 players in the last, I don't know how long, have taken it from a losing team. Both of those games were against the Roosters, my little Roosters. Daly Cherry Evans, remember, and also Jack Whiten won the Clive Churchill in a losing team against the Roosters. Hey, you give that away if you win the premiership. Give them the medal. Doesn't matter. We won the cup. Doesn't matter. Anyway, this is a Playmakers Award. Guys who touch the ball the most often will get rewarded. And you can think a little bit about as well, how will this game play out? If you think it is going to be a grind, a low-scoring game, then maybe a forward is a good option. A hooker or a prop. Payne Haas is a really good option as one of the favourites for Brisbane if the game is going to be a grind. But if there's going to be a lot of points, then it will most likely go to a playmaker, creating those points and pushing their team forward to score. So depending on your narrative, that's where you should be looking for these different players. We have some top picks for the Melbourne Storm. Jahrome Hughes, get him at 650. Dally M, medal winner last year. Storm double their scoring with him on the field. He's instrumental to them if they are going to win this grand final. And if they're going to do it with points, which could happen. I'm on a Melbourne 13 plus, little bit of a narrative there. Then Jahrome Hughes will be instrumental in that one. Cam Munster, you can find him kind of somewhere between $7 and $8 as the Clive Churchill medalist. Big stage player, has had an amazing impact for the Melbourne Storm this season for State of Origin for Queensland. It would just put the cherry on the top for this 2025 season for Munster. If you could get the grand final win and also take the Clive Churchill medal, what a story. And he could still with a moment of magic. A run at the line or a chip and chase, something that is so Cam Munster, and that could just put him a level above everybody else. Harry Grant, you can get him at 10 plus in some different bookies. Doesn't have the profile historically, but controls the ruck like very few can. Will be getting out and darting, you can imagine, to try and get these big Brisbane forwards turning around and backing up on their feet. Harry Grant could be instrumental for Melbourne if they get the win. On the other side of the ledger, the Brisbane Broncos, I already spoke about Payne Haas. He's one of the favourites from the Brisbane Broncos to take this medal if they win. A 98.5% tackle efficiency rate this year. That is unbelievable for a prop forward. He runs over 160 metres per game. He's had 70 offloads this season. If it's a grind, as I said, this guy is your man. Lock Payne Haas in if you think it's going to be a tight forward battle to grind out. Obviously, you can't go past Reece Walsh. This guy has been amazing through the final series for Brisbane and probably won the game for them against Penrith in that comeback. Just the way he illustrated. That's not the right word. Anyway, he was a big part of it, and that pass over the top. And even the game against Canberra, he was one of the guys that picked the team up, put him on his back and said, hey, boys, we're going to win this game. Could be the factor. The boom factor if Brisbane get across the line here against Melbourne. Reece Walsh, you can get him. He's one of the favourites together with Payne Haas. Kotoni Staggs, one of the smokies. I spoke about him in the try-scoring video. has been barnstorming to finish the season and could be one of these guys that breaks the game open out on the edge, coming up against a Melbourne edge defense, which has been strong defensively, but haven't met Kotoni Staggs in this type of arena. So it will be fantastic to see if Kotoni can get up and above his opponents on that edge and maybe score a try and put himself in contention for a Clive Churchill medal. How do you look at this? Strategy and value betting. If Melbourne win big, then you're probably going to look at Hughes and Munster. If Brisbane grind it out, then Payne Haas or a surprise forward, Paddy Carrigan possibly to get it. Same game multi with a Clive Churchill is pretty risky. You're going to obviously boost your odds quite significantly, but have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. It's like a needle in a haystack. So enjoy your betting this weekend. Do it responsibly. Check out some promotions that you can find if you're already a customer. Head over to bets.com.au. You get some promo codes there to sign up with different betting companies in Australia, Aussie bookmakers. Whew, lots of stuff to go through there. Let me know in your comments who you're picking for Clive Churchill, and have a great grand final weekend.